half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. Whoa! He works free, right side. And he will dive into the end zone. 89 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cybertext report is true. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. A return coming from the 14. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a he fumbled the football. The Vikings have got it. And he fumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and a great return for the touchdown. He'll run with Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now Willis and his offense preparing to go for 2. Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one intercepted. Whoa! Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Willis to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will... Now Wilson on 1st down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Willis now to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. To throw is Willis. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This taken around the 11. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So, 3 quarters. Second and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Cards offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. That one good for 26 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Willis now to throw. Now he'll run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense back onto the field for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. He'll get this out wide. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Russ. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Wilson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Tell you how to get rich quick. 20 a month and I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can. Riddle me this. If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like
quarterback. Wingback award. One bite at a time.
checks to the man and crawl back in the hole. Yo, I can into gold. Just take a little slice of heaven and bring it right back home. The price of easy living is a bit of your soul. No appliances in your kitchen, televisions and phones, and a nice silk sheet set to fold. You poor thing, I hate to see you living so damn cold. The rock up the hill, falling down to your grave. I can help you carry all that weight. Reach out your hand to me, child, if you want to be saved. Just put $1 in the bucket every day after day, and watch your problems, anxiety, struggle, spirit away. And at the end of the road, I know a place. You poor thing, I'm sure they'll let you walk right in the gate.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. Briggs. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. Briggs. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be fourth down.
It's now fourth down and 1.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with fourth down and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They'll bring a receiver in motion right, and they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Briggs.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
They're going option play on third down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He'll get 15 there as he kept it himself, yet it will still lead to a fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball 3, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Prater's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Pickett back to throw. That is caught by Laporta.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Looking to throw. Briggs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give right side for Pacheco. On the stop, it's Ray Nitschke. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.